My name is Barry Schnur. I'm the CEO of David Schnur Associates. Michael Fasci is the Senior Vice President of Manufacturing and Technology at ACME Monaco Corporation. Mike, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Barry.
Can you kind of talk about what changes you've seen with Guidewire Design during your time at ACME and how that's evolved?
Yeah, so there's definitely over the last 30 years been some major shifts and changes in the Guidewire product line that we have. Starting in the late 80s and early 90s, central venous catheters, stainless steel central venous catheter guide wires were our primary market. And shortly after that, we had some customer demands for PTFE coated guide wires. These are guide wires that are typically used for urology. And we began introducing those with lengths up to about 180 centimeters. Shortly after, again, customers were looking for smaller diameter guide wires. Again, things were definitely being reduced in the size and in the vasculature that they were looking to guide the catheter through. So at that point, we were looking at guide wire diameters of around 0.18. For about a period of 10 years, we didn't see much change in the market until nitinol core guide wires became popular. And again, these were initially adopted by our international customers and then slowly being adopted by domestic customers. This particular guide wire technology, the nitinol core, was very important because there were issues typically with guide wires. You could have issues in the field due to the wire kinking if it's incorrectly used by the physician, if it comes up against something, some obstruction in the anatomy. So again, the nitinol core wire makes it very difficult to kink the wire during use. And so that became a popular addition to our product portfolio. In 2010, we came out with a new series of polymer jacketed hydrophilic guide wires. And again, these wires have a very lubricious hydrophilic coating. And this provides optimal characteristics for guiding the wire and helping it cross targeted lesions in the vascular anatomy. So these wires, because they have a nitinol core and there's no spring construction on the outside, provide excellent torque characteristics and allow for the physician, basically provide them with greater maneuverability. Over the past 10 years, though, we've definitely seen challenges being brought to us and to the market for guide wires that have interesting attachments. We have companies looking for wires that they can lengthen real time in the actual lab themselves. So wires that may have connectors on the end of them. So you can go in with a shorter wire and then put an extension on the end to increase the length. Also customers looking to install sensors in a wire. So as you can imagine, you're looking at a wire that may be 18 to 21 thousandths in diameter, and they want to actually put a sensor internal to that wire and allow for monitoring directly within the vascular system, whether it be pressure. So again, it's definitely bringing challenges to the guide wire market and challenges that we look forward to. So.
That's a great summary. I mean, I think it's incredible the range of technology that is available on an OEM basis, right? It really mirrors some of the industry leaders in the direct medical business as well. Guide wires are unique in a way, right? These are standalone medical devices, and that's why you're an FDA registered medical device company as well as a contract manufacturer and a custom provider to other device manufacturers. How do customers utilize the regulatory work that you've supervised and ACME Monaco has done to streamline their regulatory submissions? And is there a process, or is it that's standardized, or is that always different depending on what they're looking for?
typically, depending on the construction of the wire, in many cases, the device or the guide wire that they're looking for may fall currently within our 510K approvals. So in that case, we worked with customers and provided right to reference letters so that they can leverage the work that we've done in our 510Ks in order to get approval or assist in getting the approval for either their 510K or their regulatory submission. In the event the device falls outside the 510K that we currently have, again, we have an internal regulatory team that is available depending on what the customer's level of need is. Again, we will go to whatever level they require, whether it's just developing technical documents for them, or even actually working on the submission for the 510K. So again, this is typically a regulatory service, I guess you would say, that we definitely offer to our customers. And some customers that do not have the ability to have a large staff of regulatory personnel, this definitely helps out the new companies trying to bring products to market. So.
No, absolutely. I mean, for sure, people are hiring external regulatory experts and being able to fold that into a particular device. That seems like a great way to go. Finally, Mike, if I can, I'd like to ask you about capabilities beyond Guidewires. We're obviously focusing on those and in particular the nitinol core capabilities, but wire forming capability and stamping capabilities at ACME are quite significant. Can you talk about how those are brought in and how those are utilized to help medical device customers?
Sure. So the basically ACME Monaco's roots, starting back in 1947, again, started with fine wire forming, coiling, shaping, and stamping. So again, our expertise is in the manufacturing of precision metal components, and typically starts with either fine wire straightening, forming, again, stamping or coiling. So we've been able to leverage technologies that we've used initially in the commercial industry as we brought on the medical devices. Some of those, although slightly different in the equipment makeup, definitely helped us leverage our past experience. Again, we have medical customers that are in all facets of our business. Many purchase other components far beyond just the Guidewire product line. Parts such as catheter reinforcement springs. We could be talking about compression springs that are used in medical syringe units, spring stampings in medical delivery devices and testing devices. And again, stampings for orthodontic applications, as well as wire forming, straightening used in like bone pins. So each of these products, they definitely leverage the roots of the organization and the specialty that we have with the fine wire and flat stock components.
As you said, the roots, the valley where ACME Monaco is located has quite a history in this business. So.
Yes, correct.
Well, great. Thank you. And please do follow up with us on anything specific. Again, you can either get a hold of us through the DSA website and just send us questions with what you need.